Andreas Nicolai Hansen. Andreas Nicolai Hansen, 14 September 1798, 12 December 1873, was a Danish businessman and landowner. His former town mansion in Copenhagen was listed on the Danish Registry of Protected Buildings and Places in 1939. Early life and career. Hansen was born on 14 September 1798 in Copenhagen, the son of Winter Gottfried Hansen 1765–1835 and Anna Catharine Wainwright 1770–1856. He attended Eftersleeve Silskavets School. He joined Joseph Hambro's office at an early age, and Hambro soon noticed his talent for the business. In 1819, Hambro installed him as agent on Guernsey and Jersey with responsibility for the firm's trade in Brazilian and Danish products on the world market. Hansen and Hambro's partner George Jerson handled the affair when the Danish government in 1821 relied on Hambro's services in connection with obtaining the so-called Haldeman Goldschmidt 5% loan of PS3. In 1825, Hansen was sent to Christiania to oversee the firm's security interests in custom duties in connection with a state loan. Shortly thereafter, he was put in charge of a local branch office which operated under the name Andreas Hansen. When Jerson died later, this happened in 1826, but not until he had been made an associate on favorable conditions. On 2 May 1829, Hansen was granted citizenship as a merchant in Copenhagen. In 1831, C.J. Hambro and Son was granted a 10-year monopoly on operating a steam-driven rice huller at Hambro's Plaids in Christianshavn. Hansen played a leading role in the operations. A pig farm was also established at the site. The chaff from the rice huller was used as feed for the pigs. The complex was later expanded with Denmark's first canned food factory, which made it possible to sell the meat to the many ships in the area. The complex was also expanded with a bakery which sold bread to the ships. A.N. Hansen and Company. In 1836, Hansen left the house of Hambro to establish his own firm under the name A.N. Hansen and Company. In circa 1840, he bought Hambro's share of the Christianshavn operations. Hansen's brother-in-law Alfred Mansell was a partner in the firm, but he later owned it alone until he was joined by his sons Alfred and Harold Hansen. Other activities. Hansen was a member of Grosser Societet's committee from 1829 and succeeded Lauritz Nicolai Hvidt as its president in 1856. He was a member of the Roskilde Constituent Assembly in 1842–44. He was chairman of De Privat Assurandor in 1839–1873 and was also active on the board of a number of other companies. He was also a member of Bank of Denmark's Board of Representatives. In 1857, he was a co-founder of Private Banken. Property. Hansen constructed the Hansen Mansion at Frederiksgade 2 in Copenhagen in 1835–1836. The neoclassical town mansion was designed by Georgian Hansen Ka. It was listed on the Danish Registry of Protected Buildings and Places in 1939. Hansen owned Kokkedal Slot Copenhagen, Kokkedal from 1837 to 1843, and later Orgard, as well as Terspeak at Vegel 1861–73 and Norra Holmgard at Lemvig 1867–73. Personal life. Hansen married Emma Eliza Grutt 16 November 1803 – 25 June 1865, a daughter of Pastor Thomas Grutt c. 1769–1836 and Lucy Elizabeth Martin, on 7 July 1825 in St. Andrew's Church on Guernsey. They had 11 children, of whom 9 had issue. Their 2 eldest sons, Alfred Peter Hansen 1829–1893 and Harold Hansen 1835–1902, continued A.B. Hansen and Company after their father's death. Edmund Hansen Grut 1831–1907 became an eye surgeon. Octavius Hansen 1838–1903 was a Supreme Court attorney and politician. James Gustav Hansen 1843–1912 was a businessman. A daughter, Mary Lucent Hansen 1835–1915, married Rignar Westenholz of Matrup Manor. She was the mother of writer Mary Westenholz 1857–1947 and engineer and businessman Oj Westenholz 1859–1935 and the grandmother of Karen Blixen. Hansen was created a knight in the Order of the Dannebrog in 1841 and a second-rank commander in 1873. He was awarded the Cross of Honor in 1858. A DFDS steam liner was named S/SN Hansen after him. He died on 12 December 1873 and is buried at Gentofte Cemetery.